If you would like to follow along, go into your working folder and open up grapesofwrath.psd. Here's a photograph of some grapes. I want to change the color of some of the grapes, and that means what? Well, that means I have to select the ones I want to change. Now, we could use lasso tools. We could use all kinds of methods, but one we haven't explored yet is a quick mask. Painting to make a selection. I like this feature. Been around for a long time. See this button way down here? This little button right down here? If you click that button, you go to Quick Mask Mode. Now, you will notice nothing really changes on the image because there is no selection. But look up here. See where it says RGB? If I click that button again, you can see it says Quick Mask. Now it doesn't. Now it does. Take it off Quick Mask for a second. If I pick up my paintbrush tool and I come over here and begin painting, you know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to paint on the image. I hate it when that happens, and that's why I love Undo. If I go to Quick Mask Mode by clicking here, or you can press the letter Q on your keyboard. That makes it easier. Now, in the Quick Mask Mode, come over here and paint and watch what happens. It paints with a red semi-transparent color. If we now go out of Quick Mask Mode, it creates a mask on the areas that I painted. Now, I prefer the way I use Quick Mask is that the areas I paint become selected. So let me show you something. I'm going to deselect everything by pressing Control-D on Windows or Command-D on Mac. Double-click on the Quick Mask tool. Here's your options. Number one, I prefer selected areas for the paint. Also, let's say you're working on an image that's really, really red, and so it's kind of hard to tell what you're doing. Change the color. Click here. I'm kind of a blue kind of guy. I think I'll use blue. And if you want a stronger or less opacity to the color that will not impact selection, just visual, you can change that too. Click OK. We are in Quick Mask Mode. I begin painting again and I get blue. Now again, the object of this is if I come back out, it becomes a selection. So this is what I propose to do here. Let me deselect that again. Let's go into Quick Mask Mode. Do not forget that your left and right bracket keys can control brush size. Also, the grapes are round. I'm going to come over here. I do have a soft brush, and I'm going to begin clicking on these. I'll use different brush sizes as I get into the different areas. What I want to do is kind of go around the ones that are on the edges. And those are the ones that are going to be the hardest to get, obviously. And you just kind of work around it. Obviously, this is a specific image. It's got specific things that I want to do on that image. And so far, using a round brush is going to be just perfect. I'm going to go around those edges. Now, that's not quite round, so I'll worry about that in a second. Now, once I get all the way around it with my circles, I can then just come in here and grab and paint just like anything else. And again, your goal is to get those grapes. Now, that's not really too far off the color I want them to be anyway, but it is not a color yet. It is a selection since I chose a different option for that. And, I don't know, let's say we like that. Let's go ahead and go back out of Quick Mask Mode. And there you go. Don't forget that a lot of those areas are soft on the edges, so it looks that way. It actually is selected out to here. Now I can clean up these areas that I missed. I can pick up my lasso. Why not? Hold the Shift key down to add. And add those into the mix. And I'm going to go for it. Let's come over here and go to the half moon icon and go into Hue and Saturation. Now let's see what we can do here. All right. I am controlling just those grapes. That's what I want, something like that. Quick Mask gives you the ability to use a paintbrush, and I want to tell you something. That's going to be a whole lot easier than trying to do this with a lasso tool. It allows you to paint the areas out using specific defined paintbrushes to do exactly what you need to get done. Don't forget you got a Quick Mask.